appears that the water special is back. We've got more takes on Regenesis, and yes, rise old Dogmatika. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So, he wanted some shark action, right? Well, what if we put some Necros love in here? What if, we're using it to get more level 4s on the field? What if Saravis showed up? This is all of the ideas that I've been experiencing and seeing in this deck, because there is just so much here. There are so many ideas that are present in this deck that I'm kind of impressed, actually. Also the fact that you've got, somebody's playing Necros Colossus in here. You've also got Snatch Shields down here on the side. You have the cycle to go into this. You have the Pinkertops Interruption, and every water monster that you could want. Also the Spider Shark actually seeing play in here as well. Okay. I mean, you got this, Japan. You've been inspiring us to test out some really interesting ideas. This is another case of, this actually works. Okay. Ooh, Regenesis. So we're playing the Doomdog Acorthus. Now remember, this card sent from the field to the graveyard and add a level 8 Fiend monster from your deck to your hand. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what we're doing here. So we all mirage this stupid thing off of the field, and then we go get Benny Mar here, and then we're just able to turn off our brains and go, yay, dragons that aren't dragons. And you're basically summoning out the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse out here, and just cleaning up your opponent's field. That's literally what this is. You also do see you're playing Dark Spirit's Mastery in here, which, once again, yay, level 8 Fiend monster. I, too, love all the stupid ways, because this card is the heart and soul of this deck. If you get this going, your opponent's just going to be in such a dog shit position, it's crazy. Also, Augurion, the Sea Castrum, what in the world are you doing down here? Well, I guess even Regenesis has some surprises even for me. Next up here we have, oh boy, it's frickin' Albazoa. So I guess that the OCG just kind of took a note out of the TCG's book and saw that we've just been going so crazy out here for, Mitsurugi, that they were like, what if we just take Rise Old cards like the TCG, and what if we just play Albazoa in the deck? That'll totally work, right? I mean, technically, yes, this is the OCG equivalent to just laughing at the opponent and cleaning things up. And I think that this actually might be a relatively scary idea, everybody. Albazoa is a stupid card for when it actually resolves. I mean, there's going to be a terrifying experience running around on the field. So I think that this might actually be something worth, maybe wanting to play. I'm not saying that's better than Mitsurugi, but people like their alternatives, and this is screaming actually something pretty fearsome. Next up here we have, man, they love their Gishkis. Somebody in the OCG has been having a lot of success with Gishki recently. And I've been kind of wondering, could the TCG really replicate the success of the Gishki stuff? EV Gishki Nemoranus is a stupidly good card. But also do keep in mind, you've got extra, because your extra deck, you care a little bit about some of this stuff, but not enough to the point that, you can't really sub things out and make other decisions, to kind of still play the game. Having those sub-buy options, I think, are pretty decent all the way around. So, also, every Gishki mirror in here that you can kind of jam-pack into a deck actually is kind of present here. So, we will kind of take these and see what we can do with them, but that's kind of cool to actually see all of these ideas coming together for Gishki. Next up here we have, I see you. You pesky little monster. The good old Fairy Tale Snow out here. Now, I see, obviously, you're going to have the Fiend Smith package in here. You have all the tier monsters, which are freshly limited to 1. Thanks, Konami. They're too good. You've also got, the Shadal package. Oh, I forgot about you. I forgot Bulb existed as a card, everybody. It's been so long since I've seen anybody rushing out and actually wanting to play Bulb that this is, or Bulb. This is actually kind of refreshing, say the least. Okay. Got the P.U.N.K package in here as well, so you can toggle into this. We're not playing anything really too crazy with this. I guess this is just to facilitate getting into Pilgrim Reaper to get the Mill 6. I think a lot of people have kind of forgotten about Pilgrim Reaper. It's been so long since we've seen this that, you know, it's kind of refreshing. All right. Next up here, we have the unbridled power of Ryu-Ge. I feel like we see a lot of Ryu-Ge on this channel now on these segments. Because, you know, this deck was just initially so bad that once they actually got the second monster, you know, people started to kind of look at options to improve this deck's consistency. That's why you see something like the Melody of the Awakening Dragons down here being a nice little card that you just freely get to add on in. And congratulations, now your opponent's forced to look at you and go, really? Like, this is what we have to really deal with. And yeah, you want to use this card to get to Tensei now. This is at the point that we've evolved. Now, unfortunately, or you can also get to the Sosei now as well. Both of these cards now 100% searchable off of Melody, which kind of means you might want to pick up some Melody of the Awakening Dragons, because we're kind of at that ha-ha point where this actually kind of worth it now. I love this game, man. There's so many interesting little things. Next up, the fabled Lurie. So, White Forest. I most undoubtedly assure you that there are a lot of people that have been doubting what the White Forest is capable of doing. All right, I know that once the initial kind of hype wore off, a lot of people were just kind of like, hey, you know, Robbie, can we like forget about this deck? I mean, sure, you can forget all you want about this deck. You can roll it off into the sunset. You can go, hey, I'm gonna just pretend like White Forest isn't a relevant strategy. That's fine. The thing that makes this deck incredibly scary is all the big lines of play that you're able to kind of throw at your opponent, all those levels of interruption that really, really make this deck into the stupid thing that it is. Also, another deck that's able to use the Scythe Lock. I still cannot believe that the OCG allowed this card to stick around. Like, top 10 betrayals out here for ideas. And then, of course, we have some stun for you. Now, I know everybody in the TCG is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Jowgen's banned. You know, I can't, it's because of Abao Q's little soft loop that Abao kind of had going on that really, you know, hurt this card. Also, what a haha funny extra deck, man. Somebody was like, hey, you know, just go ahead and ship it. Let's do this. So yes, we are relying on the water barrier statue in here. There's going to be a lot less decks that are really going to be kind of revolving on this axis. So I think that this is actually a good, solid call. Are doing the one Clockwork Knight in here as well. We have noticed that Clockwork Knight has turned into an extremely important card. All right, you need to be paying very close attention to this card and how this card is able to interact right now, because you know, warping an opponent's entire field can stop their entire game plan, and that actually is going to be free value. And then, of course, you see another stun build here where we shift gears. Now you're seeing the Earth Barrier statue popping up. My only major concern with Earth here is if your opponent is playing Regenesis, the big Regenesis guy is going to come down and is going to kerplop your field. And that's a problem, because 2,500 is not going to be something you're going to be able to deal with very easily. Also, you know, this build has forgotten Jowgen, which, I mean, is understandable, I guess, if you're trying to, like, not play TCG cards or you want the Master Duel experience. Because Fossil Dyne and Border kind of get the job done for you. Also, are going to notice we got the compulsory evacuation devices, the freest, you know, bounce in the game. Control your opponent. You also got some Storming Mirror Forces. Storming has become way better than Mirror Force in the current era, because actually just bouncing back to the hand, yeah, sure, your opponent can reset up those resources, but it's not going to matter. As long as you've got the stun monster established, congratulations. You're off to the races and you've done your job. Now, our last list here is more Regenesis. Just kidding, we got Voiceless Voice cards in here as well. This is a very minimalistic package, too. You got the 2 Benimar, the 1 Shamat, and, of course, the 1 Bershi. And, of course, neither of these... Oh, no, this does have 2,500 defense. Okay, so this will be acting as a bridge point for these two to be able to beam down onto the field, because it's 2,500 attack or defense. Hilarious, right? I love the fact that we get more and more options off of this. But hey, that's actually kind of cool. I never really considered playing Skull Guardian with this, but it's kind of cool. So what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Patrons! Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.